Don't start that with that.
I'm sorry, I love Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. It's wonderful.
Okay, yeah, welcome back, guys.
So, we're following a light beam, changing blocks,
So
and
basically
we're
what
doing
you
things
were
again.
saying then is that this is bullshit because it's human symbols,
Essentially?
and it shouldn't be because if it was an alien craft, it wouldn't be human symbols.
I mean, come on, for all we know, it's actually just a universally accepted thing.
That arrows and power signs
Yes.
and
Not universally accepted, humanly accepted.
Damn it, the universal language is English.
you know that's gonna be an argument one day.
Eh. Well, arguably speaking, in terms of the internet, English basically is universal language.
That's, an Earthling language. The Earthling language.
No, English.
English, yeah, it's primarily a human language. It's like the primary, like...
Yes, a human language.
Yeah, no, I mean on the internet. That's.
Oh, I thought
attention to the
I thought we were still.
topic at
I thought
hand.
we were still talking about aliens.
No.
Aliens.
Focus.
No, we stopped talking about aliens a long time ago.
Okay.
So, essentially,
Unless this game is aliens.
yeah, like essentially on the internet, everyone always just learns English because it's what 90%. That's what 90% of the internet is made up of. So basically, anytime you go on the internet, you go to any type of forum, like any type of forum things, like people usually speak English because A, you have to code in English, and B, everyone...
Is all coding in English?
Yes.
Huh.
All web coding is English.
I did not know that. I've learned a thing.
Congratulations, you get a gold star.
Yay.
But that's essentially
Boys
why
wanna
everyone knows
run.
English, like, for the most part, on the internet, is because everything...
Even if it's broken English.
Yeah, even if it's broken English.
Whoa!
But yeah.
That's why, 90% of the time...
Hey, fingers crossed you're getting this. Look, I have some bad news. That link up with your wife, it doesn't look like it's gonna be possible.
Oh yeah, of course.
But hey, you're almost on the home stretch anyway.
Mm,
You'll get to see her soon.
I don't...
By the way, I noticed some kind of interference on your signal frequency. It's probably just a wave of radiation passing by the cube. I'll look into it. Everything you're doing is great. Keep doing it.
Are you flirting with me? Ooh,
Maybe.
She said everything you're doing is great. Keep doing it.
Okay, back to the topic of web
Jeez.
coding. If you notice, doesn't matter what a foreign site is, it's always spelled in English with the URL. On top of the fact, anytime you hover over any link in any language, it always appears in English at the bottom.
Mother of pearl.
And now you understand the basics of web.
That it's English?
Yes.
So pretty much the reason why English is most accepted is because it did whatever thing first.
Alright then.
We did it first.
We did it first!
Simpsons did it.
I was just gonna say, yeah. It's pretty much a Simpsons did it kind of thing.
Really is, basically.
Like, I'm like so enthralled in this game's like story now. Like,
I mean, who knew pushing cubes could have such an interesting story?
yeah, I did not expect that when we went into this. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a boring, lame story, fucking ba-do. And now it's like, holy shit, what the? Like,
I love how that what the fuck just matched up with the glitch on screen.
Yep.
I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am beating your game.
I still love that. This game is such an interesting story. Life is meaningless.
The void is all that awaits you.
Void is life. Void is love.
No, void is not Shrek. Why are you memeing on me?
I don't know.
I don't think
That's just kind of where the cards landed today.
It just hurts. So much memes.
Okay, I think.
And boop.
Hopefully the velocity of the blast cube will slide onto... What?
There's
There's nothing!
I think physics just flipped you the bird right there.
Try... Ooh.
What?
Yeah, physics I think is saying fuck you.
Lower that one and then try to push the top one off with the... Push the top off. Yeah.
Yeah, but then...
And now use the bottom one.
Oh, okay, there we go.
We're
I solved the
learning.
puzzle.
Yay! Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome.
I love you.
Yay!
I hate all of you.
I know. We hate you too. Even though earlier we had a real talk about how much I love you, man. But that was clearly code for I fucking hate your guts.
Yes, it truly is.
Yes.
Hey, look, more blue things.
Okay. What are the blue things?
For some reason that reminds me of Crisis Core. I've been playing that recently.
Crisis Core is probably the best Final Fantasy game I've ever played.
Nah.
Nah.
No, it honestly...
You mean the
In
best
terms-
spin-off?
From story... I mean, not from maybe from the gameplay-wise. I mean, although the gameplay was really interesting. From the story-wise, it made significantly more sense than 7. Like, quite frankly, after it... Because I played the games in reverse order. I actually played Crisis Core first, then I played 7, and then suddenly, oh my god! 7 makes complete fucking sense now!
I wonder if they came up with stuff afterwards or it was like all pre-planned.
It was probably afterwards.
The entire thing with Zack was already pre-planned. Like, Norma already knew what he was doing with that from the get-go. But, it didn't really come to fruition until, like, 10 years later.
Also, side note, I love how Fuzz said, oh, we should only have like 2 more episodes left.
We're like, what, 10 episodes in?
Yeah, we're like 5 episodes since you said that.
Speaking of which, I think I might have discovered probably Square Enix's last decent RPG recently.
The World Ends With You?
No!
Bravely Default?
No. Well, that one's really good, but I'm talking about a different one.
What's that?
Last Remnant.
Never heard of it.
That sounds familiar.
It's on Steam. It's only $10. It's
What?
It basically, allow me to put it to you this way. Last Remnant is essentially 12 story, but done right.
Never played 12.
Oh, Last Remnant! Okay, I
Yeah,
remember.
like I was gonna say, I could have
Didn't that get, like, mediocre reviews, though?
It did, but the story makes so much more sense than anything else I've seen come out of Square Enix for like lately, and I actually am really interested in the story. The gameplay is kind of convoluted as hell, but it's actually pretty good.
I haven't really been too into Final Fantasy and stuff since like 7 through 10 were like the last Final Fantasies I played, and then I started getting like really bored with turn-based. But those games I can still sit down and be like, yeah, this is super fun, even if it is like a turn-based game.
Personally, 9's my favorite.
Yeah,
Nine's
nine's
good.
my favorite.
9 is underrated as fuck.
No, I
Yeah.
think 9 is honestly the perfect Final Fantasy game.
Yes.
It's so good.
The ending's a little weird because of how ambiguous it is,
No, I love that.
but I mean, just how did he get out?
I never actually got to finish the game because we lent it to a friend and then we never saw it again.
I did.
The
ending is awful.
You know we have the game right here.
I
right?
know.
Woo!
I eventually do want to play that, but that will be a long
The
play.
worst was that when we first started playing
Oh, no, not this.
the worst was when I first started playing it as a kid, like there was a glitch there was like a scratch or something wrong with my disc, so it couldn't get past the first cutscene.
Ooh!
Like it couldn't do the intro movie. So I kept trying and trying, and I'm like, I want to play so fucking bad, and it kept freezing at the same spot every time, and it was the most frustrating thing. We literally had to get our friend who had a copy to come over with his copy, and I was like, alright, it's the moment of truth. Either we do this, or I'm gonna scream. And it worked, and then it never froze up again. Like, throughout the rest of the game, whenever we played it, it didn't freeze up.
So it's only that one part.
Just that one cutscene. Just the first cutscene at the very beginning of the game.
That is so freaking weird.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I've heard of a lot of crazy ass shit that happens because of, scratches, but that's definitely one of the craziest.
I was like, I wanted to play, and I used to play that game every, God, I don't even remember how old I was at the time. I was definitely still in elementary school, at least 5th grade. I got up, every morning before we had to go to school, because I always got up super early to get ready, because my brother fucking always slept in.
Didn't
and
you
made us
always
late.
hate that about how the school structure works, where the high school kids have to get up even earlier in the morning than the kids that actually do get up that early.
I had to get up around
Oh,
the same
I
time.
hate that.
I had to get up around the same time regardless, so... but I'd get up every morning, and after I was finished getting ready, I would go and play Final Fantasy
There we go.
9, and it was great fun.
Had by all.
Great fun was had by all, except for Timmy, whose dog was run over. Wait, what?
And unfortunately, we will have to check on the status of Timmy after we come back from the next episode.
Again? Really?
Yes!
Holy shit, Fuzz, what are you doing?
Playing the game.
Get your shit together, Brody, or it'll be your ass! Your ass!
See you later, folks! You want to stop the recording?